Hello everybody, this is Vasvi from At Home Tuition. In the trigonometric function lesson, we are going to learn the product to sum identities and how it has been applied in the problems. Okay, so I have listed out all the formulae here. So this is you're converting the product to the sum. Okay, so here you can see cos A cos B is equal to half cos A minus B plus half cos A plus B. If you want, you can keep the half out in common. Sin A sin B is equal to half cos A minus B minus half cos A plus B. So when it is both cos and when it is both sin, when it is the same ratio here, you would see that this side it is completely cos and the negative, the angle is, the difference of the angle is taken first and then the sum of the angle is taken, and when it is both cos it would be positive here, and when it is both sine it would be negative. Okay, so all these points you can keep in mind so that it would help you to memorize the formula easily. Now when you have sine and cos mixed, like here in these two, it is sine A cos B and cos A sin B, right? Here you would find, you would have everything in sine on your right side. Okay, and the angles, the sum of the angles comes first and the difference, and when sine comes first it is positive and when cos comes first it becomes negative. So here the formula is sin A cos B equals half sin A plus B plus half sin A minus B, and when it is cos A sin B, it is half sin A plus B minus half sin A minus B. Okay, so with this formula, let us solve few problems. So this one I have taken first is the easiest one. They just ask you to evaluate sine 105 degrees times sine 15 degrees, right? So this is sine A sine B formula. You have to apply sine A sine B formula. So I said when it is sine both the same ratio, you will have the answer in cos. Okay, so let me write that here. So sine 105 sine 15 equals, I just take the half outside, and since it is both sine, you will have cos here, right? Cos, and always minus difference of the angle comes here. So that's 105 take away 15, right? And since it is sine here, it is negative, and again this is cos, sum of the angles, that is 105 plus 50. Okay, so I have just replaced the A and B with 105 and 15. Now in the next step what we have is, let the half be out here. You can just subtract and add the angles, right? So that's cos 105 take away 15 is 90 degrees minus this is cos, you add those two, you get 120 degrees. Okay, let us find, you know the values for these, right? So let us do that. So here it is half cos 90 is 0, so you can straight away put a 0 here, minus cos 120 I am going to represent as cos 90 plus 30, right? 120 I can split it as 90 plus 30. So here, since it is 90, this becomes sine. Okay, the cos will have to change to sine. So here it is already 0. You have a negative sign, and this cos will become sine since it is 90 degrees here, and it is sine 30, and 90 plus is on the second quadrant, right? So in second quadrant only the sine and cosecant is positive. Since here it is cos, you will have a negative sign here. Okay, so this implies it is half I can just leave the 0. Minus of minus is plus. So that becomes minus of minus sine 30 is half, right? This is equal to this minus of minus becomes plus. So it is half times half, which is 1/4. Okay. So the answer for the question is 1/4 or 0.25, which, okay. So this is your answer. Next, you have yet another question here. Here you have cos and sine mixed together, right? So when you have cos and sine mixed together, you will have sine on your right side. That's what we did here. And this is the formula we are going to use. It is half sine a plus b minus sine a minus b. Okay. So this is going to be half, take the half out, sine a plus b. So I add these two, 165 and 75. So that's going to be 240 here. Okay. Minus sine a minus b, that is 90, right? Sine 90. Did you get that? I just substituted the values and I added and subtracted the angles. So what's next? This could be written as half. I write the 240 as sine 270 minus 30, right? I can write 240 as sine 270 minus 30 minus sine 90 is 1, okay? So that implies half, since it is 270, it has to change, okay? So that becomes cos 30. And here, since it is sine 270 minus 30 is in the third quadrant, sign is negative. So I put a negative sign here. Minus 1 you have. So I continue this here. So this will be equal to half, right? Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. So minus root 3 by 2 minus 1. You can solve this. So what happens? It is half here. Here your value would be minus root 3 minus 2 over 2, right? And hence your final answer is negative root 3 minus 2 over 4. Okay? If you want, you can solve this further and get some answer in fractions, or you can just leave it. So these are the easiest type of questions which you can get, and sometimes they may ask you to prove something. So there you will have to use these sum to product and product to sum identities. Okay. So let me do that here. Here I find a product, right? I just need a 2 here. Okay. So what I do is just take the left hand side and I'm going to prove it to the right hand side. So here I multiply and divide by 2. Okay. So that would be half. The division half I take as common. Here you will have 2 cos 2x cos x by 2. Okay. The product I am taking inside minus, here too you will have 2 cos 3x times cos 9x over 2. Okay. I just keep the half out there, and this would represent 2 cos a cos b, right? 2 cos a cos b is cos a plus b plus cos a minus b. So I am going to apply that here. Cos a plus b, that is 2x plus x over 2 plus cos a minus b, that is 2x minus x over 2. Okay. Did you understand? So this portion I have written it like this. Okay. Now This portion also I am going to write it like this. So I just put the negative sign you have here. This is going to be cos 3x plus 9x over 2, right? And the minus sign, when it gets inside, it becomes minus again. So it is cos 3x minus 9x over 2. Now let us put them together. So it becomes half. The half is still out. When you add these two, you will get 5x over 2, right? This is 5x over 2. Here it is plus cos 3x over 2. Here it is minus cos 15x over 2. And this is again minus cos 3x over 2. Okay. So this plus and this minus would get cancelled. You're left with half cos 5x over 2 minus cos 15x over 2. Okay. Now this is in the form cos A minus cos B, right? So I can put that together. I can use the difference to product formula. Okay, I'm using that. So this is half. This would be negative 2 sine x plus y, right? That is 5x over 2 plus 15x over 2 whole divided by 2 times sine x, sine, again it is minus, right? 5x over 2 minus 15x over 2 whole divided by 2. Don't forget to put that. Close the bracket. So this implies it is half. When you solve this, it is going to be sine 5x times sine minus 5x over 2. So this 2 and 2 will get cancelled. And this minus and minus becomes plus. And you are left with sine 5x times sine over 2. And this is what we need to prove. If you look at the question, this is what we need to prove. So that is equal to your RHS, and hence you have proved it. Okay. So this is how they would ask you in the examination. You may get to use these sum to product and product to sum identities either in small questions like this or in proving sums where you will have to apply them as required. Okay. Hope this video was useful to you. Thank you. Bye.